Hey you guys, it's Deanna and I'm coming back with another video. Hey, back with another video. So, in all seriousness, if you're new to my channel, basically what I do is I channel spirits and get the gist of what may have happened to them. And for those who are returning, welcome back. I missed you. I know you missed me. But on some real stuff, I've been gone for like a week and that's terrible, right? So, okay, so today we're doing Jeanette and Danette. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. These words. Like, I don't know how to say Danette's name. I think I'm saying it right though. But basically these girls are the Millbrook twins. And they went missing March 18th, 1990 on a Sunday in Augusta, Georgia. Augusta, Georgia. I really don't know how to say that. Um, but basically how their day went. I'm gonna just give you the gist of it and then I'm gonna give you what I got out of it basically. So how the story went is they didn't have school that day, it was a Sunday. So they went to their godfather's house and to get a little bit of bus fare, got 20 bucks and some snacks, went on about the way, and then they went to their cousin's house. But well, initially they went to their cousin's house because they wanted someone to walk with them. Because I remember reading and it said something about a van, a mysterious van. Then after that, there's no more details about this mysterious car in a sense. So when they went to their cousin's house, they wanted their cousin to walk with them, but because it was getting dark, the cousin couldn't go. So that made me think that they were already onto the fact that they were being followed and basically needing some more reassurance on safety, basically. Um, and then they even went to their older sister's house. Oh, now that I realize it, oh my god, there's something later in the story that makes so much sense now. You guys are like, what? I'm gonna tell you later. Keeping a cliffhanger. But they went to the older sister's house and they wanted her to walk with them, but she just gave birth, so she couldn't go. And so basically, from that point on, they went over to the gas station, bought some soda, candy, and some other stuff. And then after that, they were no longer seen. The last person that saw them was the store clerk. So yeah, and it's crazy because there's no description on this van. Um, that's just weird. So let me get into everything that I saw. But you know one of the crazy parts is the fact that this happened in 1990. They closed down this case a year later and then reopened it in 2013. Don't you know basically everything that is a possible lead is gone by now? Like seriously. But that's weird because they said initially that um it was something I read in a report and it was like the officer told the mom that if it's weird I saw the words I missed guys. Well, I missed you guys, but I miss guys. Some things come in broken pieces, I guess. But what was I saying? Darn it! I hate it when that happens when you see stuff from Spirit and it just goes boop. But some of the things that I saw. Oh yeah, he was basically saying that since they were about to be 17, it was basically if they were a runaway or whatever, they have the right to be out there, something like that. And so they closed down a case in 1991. That is so retarded. Like these girls were 15 when they went missing. That's so dumb. Um, so some of the things that I saw, remind you, this could also be from other spirit, but it definitely feels like them. That's gross. So I did at first, when I first got into it, I heard the words I didn't like pictures. And then I wrote down that it was weird because I kept feeling like a car in particular, yes, coincidence, but whatever. This car, and then I was hearing some random stuff. I don't know what in particular that what this has to do with their case in particular, but maybe that their family knows something about this certain subject. But I heard you're going to miss your math class, and then I saw the words rushing in school. But every time I always see these lockers, and it's like the hallway and the lockers. But every time I always see that part in the lunchroom. Um, had to rush downstairs. The oven was done. Making some beef stew, some basmati rice, and some cornbread. Girl, get with it. But where was I at? But as I was reading, I know this is like really random to go from something about school to hearing this, but when I was reading about what they were last wearing and stuff, when I was reading about what they were last wearing, I heard a voice say, "Unbutton them," and that's when I got to the point with the girl with the Mickey Mouse shirt. Um, I think that's the one whose name starts with a D. Also felt like, dang, I really am out of breath. Also felt like he targeted her in particular. Like there was something about her. Um, what else? And then I also felt like because honestly I don't I didn't really want to say certain things because certain family members of hers might see this, but I saw every time I see them, it's like they're huddled together, and I see a chain right now. That's weird, but I see a chain and it's like in the basement. It looks like a dog collar. Um, what else? I only said that part because I wrote down that I felt like they comforted each other. Um, and then I heard tennis shoes for some reason, and then that's when I felt like every oh get it together again. But when I saw them, it was like there's a part of the wall in this basement area that is removable in a sense, like because that's how I saw like they were in front of this place, like you could crawl in it. But well, when they were huddled together, it's like that's what it was behind them. Um, okay, getting visions and stuff. Um, and then I kept seeing a man outside of a window, so that made me also saw the words paranoid just now. But because that's what I get also when I mention the window. But in this particular scene, it was like he was plotting in a sense. Like this was a routine. This was planned out in a sense. Also, the fact that he knew them, I will get into more details about that. But Orb also went over it plotted, like he plotted when I wrote it down. Also circle it so I could remember because that's important. Some things you also have to take into consideration that some things by spirit are meant to be reversed. So I saw the words killing 43 and I heard a weird name, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if it resonates. And then strangled girl 15. 15 girl strangled. Basically, we all know what that means. I don't have to elaborate. Strangled girl 15 is the words that I saw in I saw a blood trail, like they were being dragged. But I'm really hoping that that's in resonance with another spirit, based off of based off of how I saw how everything basically played out. Because no, I keep seeing the words beating me. I keep seeing that, and something to do with the party, because that's the first thing that I wrote down. But I'm like, their mom said that they were like, good girls and stuff, so I don't expect them to be going to places like this, but they keep on bringing up a party, and I felt like he was around. That's weird. Um, but I saw this place, and I drew it the best I could, but here we are. So that patch there, seeing it, I'm moving my hand like you can see my hand, but that patch there, oh, that looks terrible. But basically, the darker patch at the bottom is the higher grass. Like this is the grass. And then it moves back like this, like you could walk into these bushes or whatever type of grass that was, but it's like high grass. Walk over that grass. It gets darker when you go back. And it's like you could walk through this like um I saw the words woods and killing. But I do feel like this man is middle aged. Um I keep seeing lollipops. It's weird. And it was weird because the street or sidewalk, whatever I saw, it was tan. So it made me think it was a sidewalk or something, but it's kind of weird how spirit shows you things and why. I mean, I feel like I have to say everything so that I don't miss anything because I have done that in the past where I don't say particular things due to me feeling like I'm gonna be wrong when in particular I was right. So let's keep going. The words home killing, rebellious. Sorry about the noise. The house is like really paper thin and everything is loud. So I saw the words rebellious, and I feel like this is with the girl who had more of a tomboy style. Because I did see that word. I wrote that down somewhere here. Let me keep going because I don't want this to be too long, and I am cooking. But I felt like no. After I saw the words rebellious, I heard the words you wash up. And then I saw like the bathroom door open. This looks like it was in a motel or something, but the way spirit shows you things, it has a particular meaning, even if it's not. The symbolism for it is different, even if it's not a hotel. It could be the way they saw it or the way spirit is showing me to make me understand. Um, After I heard that, that's when I saw the bathroom door, and then that's when I felt like she was gonna be late for something, and I do feel like that was resonating with the school scenario. I have to say this. I already wrote it down, but I really feel like he told them that they were gonna leave. And it's weird because there's a mess in the van. Like the back of the van is bigger, like there's a mess in the van. Can't describe to you the message from spirit, but it's like blood and like spots, and yeah, I'm gonna keep going. And then I already told you that part. And then that's when I got a really bitter taste in my mouth. And usually when I get this bitter taste, it's usually from um, poisoning or a sexual act, to be honest, because I get that a lot. Like if they were drugged or if something like that happened to them, the you could taste a really bitter, nasty taste. I'm tasting it now, actually. But then that's when they showed me that this is graphic, but basically it, their hymen pop. Like they were acknowledging that I keep seeing someone on the floor, and there's carpet in this house. I know that sounds so weird, but I keep seeing it. She's like in a doorway, and this house is small. But yeah, I saw like something like that. But basically, what I saw was it was this red This isn't a vision, you guys, seriously. It was this red ball, and it was moist. And I heard that afterwards, after I saw it, cherry pop. And then that's when I felt like I wanted to puke, like I felt really sad, like really bad. And then that's when I felt like he had military experience because I saw a lot of guns up on the wall. And then that's when this is the part where I felt like he was becoming paranoid. I saw the word stabbing. Um, I don't feel like they died at the same time. I have to put that out there. Um, there's a I literally just saw like a word mist thing and it just disappeared when I put my head down. But then and actually a orb went over military as well. Um, but that part where he was paranoid because I saw this. I actually drew down his apartment. Where is it? Okay, that's the next page, but I will show it to you. Um, it was basically him going up to the window and he kept on checking. Like, it was thicker curtains as well. And then that's when after that I saw like the windows were boarded. Like, this was an abandoned house or turned into an abandoned house. Um, the car wash. They're bringing that up again, but it's later in the pages. The car wash. I feel like if you're one of their family members, I feel like you would know some of these things, even if some of them sound a little bit odd. I feel like you would know some of these things that I'm talking about. I also feel like because I kept seeing, I wouldn't want to say it's her underwear, but it's like this thin piece of cloth, and I feel like it was from them, and it was around the neck. Keep seeing the word beating me, and I got like a really bad headache up here. Oh, that old dirty mattress again. I didn't even write that down. Um, yeah, he definitely prepared for this. I hate it sometimes when I'm channeling. I can't get my breath back. Um, and then that's when I felt like they were also muffled. And then that's when I saw the words persuaded them and panicked them. Also, some things from spirit is supposed to be reversed, so them panicked them. Um, and then that's when I felt like the darn it, which one is it? Because it's really resonating with the pictures instead of like their names. Um, Trying to figure out who is who, but I feel like well, the tomboyish girl, I feel like she got hit on the right side of her face because not only did I feel like that happened, like in for protection of her sister, but it's like I got a really bad pain up here and down here. I saw a lamp. What does a lamp have to do with it? Then that's when I saw the words parking lot, and then that's when I felt like they were cornered in a sense. Like, you know how you keep walking, then you ain't got no place else to go. Like, you know, you ain't got nowhere else to run. Oh my god, I feel like they have to say this too. I feel like one of the sisters was more aware than the other, and it happened like, okay, you go, I'll go. Like, you go, then I'll go, or something like that. It was like one of them was. I keep seeing the words harass me, but one of them was more of a fighter for the other. Um, and then that's when this is where it gets pretty interesting because I want to know if any of you guys live out there in that area, especially back then in the day. I want to know if this was a place because I saw a skating board place, like people would take their skateboards there, and it was a park. But mainly what I saw was like the skateboard ramp drop thing, whatever it's called. I'm not too sporty, but it was one of those, and it had graffiti on it, and the texture looked slippery. But I felt like this was around a complex, and it was like a park. Like this is where a lot of kids hanged out. Also see like the railings for some reason and the benches. But I keep seeing that area and especially resonating with the complex area because I saw like I wish I could draw it exactly how I saw it, but it was like literally apartments next to each other. Felt like there was I saw the word parking lot again, but a street behind it, well in front of it, behind it, whatever. But it was like the streets this way, the houses are this way. But it's like a row of apartments, brown apartments with white borders. Like each one of these windows have borders around it, like the like this little border. Um, and then that's when I heard drunk driving, and then that's when I wrote down that I wanted to puke. Oh no no no! That's when after I heard drunk driving, that's when I wanted to puke load actually on my other page because I already told you that part. But after I wrote that down, that's when that load. So I'm supposing whatever it was, including with this drinking, this was a person's feeling as well. But I do feel like I don't know, but and I felt like he was a part of the neighborhood. And then that's when I heard Spanish, like he was Spanish. Um, I don't want to say that there was two, but there was two different males in this. Well, Spanish they said, but to me he looked white. But and then there was a black man that they brought up. But and then I feel like they wanted to take a shortcut, like how I told you where mom was like, okay, you go, then I'll go. That's how I felt also in that moment, feeling like they wanted to go the quicker route or change route. Because every time I see them, it's like they're going down a particular street. And I see the words cornered them. Um, and then that's when I saw the water and bayou, like literally the words. Um, I see a swamp area, literally. I see a swamp area. I feel like this has gators in it because I keep seeing alligator. Let me keep going. I have like two pages. I keep seeing like, and then that's when I saw them in a ducking position instead of in that huddled together position. I keep seeing that dirty mattress. Oh my god. And then that's when I heard double dutch, and then favorite game is what I saw, and then I heard the words love to play, and it keeps going over that complex, love to play, and then it went over that complex area, also including the complex area with the park. So maybe that's the area that they went to. Um, and then that's when I wrote down that there was something about this basement, and then that's when I wrote down hid them, excuse me, hid them and chased them. And then this is the part where it got a little bit weirder because I feel like he was not only was he paranoid, but he was a hoarder. Um, Not hoarder, but he was messy. Like he had clutter. And I say this because I saw something that looked like this. Excuse my drawing. But those stacks, those squiggles over there, that's the clutter. I couldn't really draw it how I wanted to. But basically, that's the computer. I saw a computer on top of a brown desk, deep dark brown desk, and it was like all these DVDs on top of it. Like There's no space on top of that desk whatsoever. And I saw and it's weird because along with this clutter, I also saw a grape can, a grape soda can. And then I also have to bring this up too. It's weird, but every time I kept writing stuff down, like I kept writing, like I kept spelling it LKE. Like that's so weird. I have to bring that up. But besides that cluttered area, um, I keep talking fast because I feel like this video is going to be too long because I don't edit them. But that flimsy door, and then that's when an orb went over. Can't help, and it was like it's a lot of spirit over here. But let me can't. Oh my god, I'm reading. I'm like looking at the word, but that flimsy door as well. Like this is looks like a shed door almost. Like this is something homemade, like a flimsy cardboard or something like that. But then that's when I saw the words choke them, and then that's when I saw. It's weird how spirit showed me this because it was one metal hanger being taken out of the closet. And then that's when I heard he's dark skinned. And then that's when I wrote down that I felt like keep seeing this man with a hat on. But I will get into further description about him too. But I felt like he liked boys. And I don't know where it is that I heard this at, but I don't want to forget it. So I'm saying it now. I felt like whatever these DVDs were, because I heard he made us watch them. And that's really sick if they were like those type of DVDs or whatever it was, whatever type of I keep seeing paranoid them paranoid, but whatever type of, why do you need to make girls watch DVDs about what? Like, is it about torture methods? Like, what is on all of these DVDs? And why do you have all of these DVDs? I really feel like he's a predator, and all of these DVDs are little boys and girls. But if because why here he made us watch them? What's so interesting about these DVDs? Come on. And then that's when I thought this was a mom, but when I saw the video of her family, it was actually her sister. Cause I saw this woman and she had short hair like this, but her hair was like half up, half down almost, but it looked like a messy ponytail. And she was dark skinned. She was on a bigger side, just like how her sister looks, but well, thicker woman. But when I saw this woman, I saw her carrying a baby on her right side, and it was a baby girl. And she had on the yellow sundress with a white headband, and I think it had a flower on it, but I just remember seeing the white headband, the one with the little holes in it. I got one of those too, girl. But yeah. And then I saw like that little thing where they be putting down all the candles for them around the pole. I saw that too. And then that's when I heard she's a tomboy. And I think that has to do with one of these girls. And then that's when I saw a lake swamp. Well, actually, I saw the words lake swamp. And then that's when I saw two bulky bags next to each other. Like, Spirit didn't show me the whole kabang. It showed me, like, let's say if I move a camera close up to the middle of these bags. Like, these bags are right next to each other. And, like, I saw the midpoint of it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it. Like, I saw the middle of these bags close up, but they look really bulky. Disoriented as well. It didn't look like regular stuff was inside of this bag. It looked like, that no, I can't even compare it to that, but it was like bulky bags, like hefty bags. Definitely a thicker material, but the bags itself look ovalish. Yeah. And every time I say that, I see this water area like he got on a boat. I keep seeing that like this boat or something. I also saw a trash can, but I guess that just has to do with the fact of the trash bags. But and then that's when I kept feeling like something happened at the lunchroom. And then that's when I heard, well, something happened not at the lunchroom, but at school with the younger girl that was wearing, last seen wearing the Mickey Mouse shirt. And then that's when whose birthday was coming up. Oh my God, is that the party? That's the party, bro. Was it? It was a birthday party. I'm saying it was a birthday. Like I got somebody to confirm it on the other side of the screen. But a birthday party because I feel like someone's birthday or they missed something or it's a holiday or something like that. But then that's when I heard he worked at a car wash, and then that's when I heard mechanic. Um, I did see that in the vision as well. Like he was crouched down, but this is the man. This is the best way I could draw him. Slimmer face, shallow eyes. Well, not shallow. I feel like he has stale eyes. Like the way that I saw it was very dense, and it's crazy how blurry it gets. But I feel like you will recognize this man by his eyes. Like wherever he walks, like he drags attention. His eyes, like he's creepy. Like he's creepy. Like um, I saw him wearing a blue hat, and then he also has like a long face. He was Caucasian. Well, Caucasian skin color. Um, because you could still be Caucasian, white color, and be a whole different race, but still. He had a slimmer, longer face, and he had, I remember distinctively out of everything, these two laugh lines. They weren't that deep. Um, he's not that tall, and he's skinny. Not that skinny, but he's skinny. Cause like getting like different visions of him, more of the body. He definitely wore one of those whole suits. Cause I keep seeing it, but it's blue, and I keep seeing like a bucket. And then that's when I saw the words sexually assaulted or run over assaulted, and that's when I saw killed them three. But the way I originally saw it was three killed them. Something by spirit and it's be reversed. So this is how I saw his house. Okay, boom. Window right there. That little thing. That's what I meant by he was walking up to his window and stuff. But that is his computer right there. That's his computer. That little door over this way is his refrigerator, like that little space right there. Countertop. Darn it. Okay, this is too much. The countertop, basement door, like, I don't know how to explain it. Window, counter, long counter, looks like an apartment. You have to go through a walkway right here on your right side. Kitchen, back behind the counter, cabinets over here, refrigerator here. Go over this side, down that walkway, basements over here. So much better way to explain it. Oh my gosh. And then that's when I said that I can't help but feel like they were being kept there, and then that's when I saw the word starving them. I feel like there was a lot of blood at a certain point. Like there's a lot of blood. And then that's when I saw hope, like the words hope, and well, I heard the words hope, and I saw the words faith. Then, so I do feel like they did have, like they did believe that they were going to make it out at some point. That's so sad. Like this man is basically playing with you, and it's good to always feel like you're going to make it and have hope, but feeding them lies and stuff. You know what I mean? Um, so they definitely did that, and I do feel like they went to church. Like there was a religious aspect about them. Um, then that's when I kept seeing that older male, but then that's when I saw there's a lot of energy over here. I mean, all the hair on my arm is standing up. But that's when I saw a public bathroom. Now, this public bathroom isn't just one of those regular ones. This is out in the middle of nowhere. I want to say nowhere. This is, So basically, at my family reunion, we have like, the whole tent setup thing. It's already built there. The grill and stuff. But and this is on like a big field. I'm just giving you a picture. Now when you keep going down, 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 and it's just a whole bunch of field, there's a isolated bathroom, restroom area that like you can go into and change and stuff, and it has like um boy or girl option. It was like that, and it was like actually one of those that was built, not one of those little plastic things. Um, so yeah, I had to mention that because I feel like he went there to change as well. South Carolina, South Carolina. That's what I heard. South Carolina, and you know what's right next to South Carolina? Georgia, Georgia. Um, and then that's when I saw the words keeping secret and then baby clothes. I don't know why. I keep feeling like he really liked one more than the other. And it's the chinky looking one, I think. It really resonates with their faces instead of their names, like looking at their pictures. That's how I feel more connected through the eyes for some reason. But it's really going back to that one girl, like the younger one who wore barrettes in her hair. I kept picking up on that too, barrettes. But I'm like, they're 15. Where's barrettes anymore? Um, that's when I saw South Carolina. Like I said, heard South Carolina. I really have to write down so I can remember if I heard it or saw it. But then after I saw that, well, after I heard that, after I heard that, that's when I saw like it was a desert type of area on the side, and it was like a road, and there was a car on this road. So I do feel like he went there, and at the end, I did feel like it was a border, but of course that makes sense because it's going from one place to another, and you can do that. I feel like I'm all over the place. Stick with me here. Um, that's when I felt like one of them was called, well, had a nickname of like a bumblebee or a butterfly or something like that. Like somebody had a special nickname for them. And then that's when like the other boy, I also wrote down that I couldn't forget the other boy because killed them three. I felt like it was a boy. I keep seeing a bike and an abandoned bike. This was abandoned. I have to look at some cases that happened around there like that because that's really weird. Because I kept sensing picking up that bike and I couldn't realize what it was from until I just realized it just now. But that's my video. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. I don't want to offend anybody with this video, but some people have to understand that not everybody is going to like what you said. And yes, it could be from other spirits, but I know what I feel strongly. And some people could take me seriously, some people might not. But until you actually meet me and those other people that I've channeled, like did personal readings for, can you just keep your comments to yourself, please? Like, I know what I get into. And yes, I do believe in God. I pray every morning and night. So I'm going to check on my beef stew, cornbread, and rice, and I will get back to you. You guys are like, it's probably burnt, but no, I had someone check on it. But yeah, that's my video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm hoping to do another video because some other people I cannot get out of my head. Like, I feel like, I gotta do them, I have to do them and stuff like that. But yeah. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you are. Da-na-na-na. Oh my god, that should be my new extra. That should be my video when I'm ending it. That sounds so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go get my food. But yeah, peace.